I do not believe that any of us would exchange places with any other people or any other generation. The energy, the faith, the devotion which we bring to this endeavor will light our country and all who serve it. And the glow from that fire can truly light the world. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of man.
Hello, welcome to The Arena, my new channel where I hope to focus on politics and how we can play a part in it to hopefully make the world a better place. The election of 2016 has left a lot of us wondering whether there is any cause for optimism left in the world or whether we should just abandon ourselves to a pessimistic outlook for the next 4 years. Questions of optimism and pessimism easily lead to asking whether the glass is half full or half empty. And I'm here to point out that this is a false choice, an empty exercise and a waste of time, and to remind us all that time is the most precious resource we are ever given. In politics, the metaphor of a glass can never be viewed as either half full or half empty, because politics is concerned with a world that is never static. Every day we are draining the glass, and every day it is up to us to fill it up again. The question we must ask ourselves is simple. Right now, are we working to fill the glass, or are we sitting back and letting it be drained in front of us? Politics has an undeserved dirty name, a bad reputation. If we want the contents of our political glass to improve, we have to take part in creating what gets poured into it. This takes work that too many of us have for too long left to others. We live in a world that depends upon, as Tom Hayden once described it, a participatory democracy. I'm asking you to join me in working harder to do a better job for all of us in the future. On this channel, I'm going to try to find ways to do 3 things. First, become better informed. Second, to do a better job at talking about politics, a better job of communicating with those I agree with, and probably more importantly, with those I have differences with. And third, finally, I want to explore ways we can become more actively involved on all levels with the political system. Anything we can do to keep this country moving forward whenever possible and stop it from slipping backward any more than we can prevent it. In doing this, I want to keep in mind that we are all active citizens and have lives to lead. If we can't find ways to involve busy parents, students, working men and women leading busy lives, if we relegate the role of charting the course for our futures to those few privileged individuals who can devote their whole lives to it, we may as well abandon all hope already. But I think we can find ways in which we can all participate. It won't be easy, and I'm recognizing right now that this won't be the place to look for my most carefully crafted videos. I'm interested in developing a dialogue here. I want to hear ideas from you and hopefully give you some things to think about. I'm open to any suggestion, and here's what I would like to ask of you. 1, push yourself to actively pursue information beyond Twitter and Facebook and even YouTube. Look for news sources that consider depth and complexity of issues and don't settle for the 6-second soundbite. 2, start building communication lines with your elected officials at all levels. Find the contact phone numbers, the email and office addresses, and plug them into your phone and online directories. Prepare now, and every time you want to give them some input, it will get easier every time you do. Can you follow them on Twitter or some other social media? Do they have a website? Do you know their schedule for public meetings? Make it a point to know and start to take advantage of that knowledge. Third, as we're getting underway, to the extent it's possible, be prepared to support financially the causes you care about. The campaign of Bernie Sanders, for all its effects, whether good or bad, should at least have taught us one thing, and that's that small donations can add up to something significant. If you care about progressive causes, know they're going to need your support now more than ever. The ACLU, Planned Parenthood, the Sierra Club, and the Natural Resources Defense Council can all look to me for some extra help on Inauguration Day, and I'll budget what I can to support those and similar causes into the future as well. Beyond financial contributions, keep open to supporting these and other deserving organizations with time and labor if there are openings in your area. Make it a point to find out, to get informed, and to stay connected. There is much to do in the years ahead. This is not a time for hand-wringing or despair. It is time to roll up our shirt sleeves and set to the tasks ahead. It will not be easy. It will not be without its setbacks. And so I close today with images of a Democratic woman who has inspired me much over the past 25 years, and the words of a former Republican president that has inspired countless souls for more than a century, when Teddy Roosevelt addressed the Sorbonne with a speech entitled Citizenship in a Republic. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat. Finding our paths to victory over the next 4 years and the next 40 is going to depend on all of us working together. I'm willing to do my part, and I hope you'll join me and try to do yours. Till next time, pay attention, keep active, and I will talk to you again soon, hopefully.